Dream Team, it's your boy Neal back with another reaction video, guys. Here we are with sprint qualifying highlights. I didn't know it was a sprint weekend, but now I do. It's supposed to be my day off, but now I'm here recording this video because I wanted to get to it as soon as possible for you guys. And I'm very intrigued. I mean, these sprints be for real out here. So before we dive in, make sure you guys subscribe, ring notification bell, get a video a thumbs up so it gets suggested. Let's look at the qualifying highlights.
Big avoidance move here from Piastri.
That's not a penalty, then I don't know what is.
I swear to God.
We saw
He's
that.
not lying.
It doesn't look good for them on the evidence of previous penalties that have been dished out.
Oh my God, bro. He could have ruined the whole weekend. Yeah, he up out of there. I said, come on. I mean, he could almost going to be in 20th anyway, so there ain't no point in giving him a penalty, you ask me.
Daniel Ricciardo gets himself into the top 10. Very solid performance from both V-Carbs up there. Hamilton now into 10th, but massive lap from Norris.
So, good lap from the V-Carbs, from Sonoda, from Ricciardo. Hamilton's got there as well. Hulkenberg's lap gets him up into the drop zone. So Joe is in the pits. He's done. Gasly now back into the bottom 5. Russell moves up to 4th. We go on board now with the Williams trying to find a way, trying to fight a way into the next section. Sargent was quick, but that was Albon across the line. You got Sargent across the line. Albon in the drop zone, misses out by 43 thousandths of a second. Sargent is out-qualified once again, and we wait to see. Gasly's not on a push lap either. Bottas has come back to the pit. Stroll improves up to 12th, and here comes Fernando Alonso, who is looking for an improvement.
Alonso moving.
An improvement up to.
Man, one thing it's just ridiculous at this point. As much as I'm sure that freaking Verstappen gonna come in first, I'm as sure that Sargent gonna come in last. Like, Sargent, dog, come on, can I get like 19? I'm not asking you to get out of Q3. I'm not asking, or Q1. I'm not saying make it out of Q1, Sargent. I'm saying, dog, can you move up one spot? Can you get 19th one time? 18? Dog, you can't be at 20 every single qualifying, dog. It can't be this bad. Albon don't be at 19. If Albon was at 19, you was at 20, I would say, you know what? Williams just got the worst cars on the grid. Williams just got the worst cars on the grid. But the fact that you at 20 every single race, I'm tired of it, Sargent. I'm getting sick and tired of seeing your name at 20. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous, dog. God dang.
Second place, and that will do it for the first part of sprint qualifying with a McLaren 1-2, Norris, then.
There's something about this video. I'm going to refresh it real quick. We're going to restart it right there. It's just like freezing, and I don't like it.
Big avoidance move here from Piastri.
That's not a penalty.
All right.
Driver that we focus on across the line, Fernando.
Maybe my internet's just absolutely awful right now, so I'm completely sorry if it looks like it's glitching on your screen. It might just be my internet. Sargent, what you got to say on this radio?
Alonso.
I'm such a dumb.
Yeah.
Albon's lap time's got to be deleted for track limit.
Oh, thank you, Sargent. I'm sorry that I yelled at you like that. I didn't want to yell at you like that. I didn't want to do that, Sargent. I apologize. Thank you. This is the first time I see you out that 20th spot for a minute. Thankfully, Albon's time got deleted, and you don't have to settle there this race. You don't have to start at the back of the back of the back. You don't have to do that. You're starting in 19th. It's all I asked for. I can't be mad at you now because all I asked for was you to move up one spot. Thank you, Sargent.
It was for turn 15, and that means that Williams find themselves on the back row for the sprint.
Ocon going to need everything he's got in this final sector. I'm not sure it's going to be enough. Look how close it is.
So Ocon really giving it everything now. The Alpine car finally at the weight, not overweight. The team stressing that, but that's not the lap time that he needs. And we're looking for
Yeah,
improvements
out of
then
there.
for anyone in the drop
We got
zone.
Fernando.
Can Russell find the lap time? Because those in the drop zone at the moment are struggling to find any sort of performance when it matters.
Carlos at 8.
So that's why
Dang.
Hamilton is struggling. He's made contact with the barriers around the racetrack. Hamilton can't
Hamilton
find
up
his
out of
way into the final part of sprint qualifying. What about his teammate, George Russell? Trying to improve to inside the top 10. And that is going to be key. We're waiting for the silver Mercedes. There he is in the background.
Dang.
Russell can't get there. Both Mercedes out in the...
Both Mercedes out in Q2. Beat by Hulkenberg. Daniel Ricciardo, what's going on, dog? You're flying. 5th in Q2. Yeah. Dang, didn't expect both Mercedes to be out. Those are two that I did not see coming. In Q2, I'm not saying they would have placed great in Q3, but I'm saying I expected them to make it to Q3. Mercedes, y'all got to fix whatever issues y'all got going on, man. This crazy.
Second part of sprint qualifying.
I got nothing, man. Yeah, copy loose, yes. Yeah, we've been bumped.
Look, Toto, like,
It was
I don't know
fine
what
margins, but no one was able to improve at the end. Russell, Hamilton, both Mercedes out, along with Ocon,
Ooh.
Magnussen, and Tsunoda. Max Verstappen, full attack, looking to take his first sprint pole of the year.
It
Max
is so
gonna take it.
impressive what Max is able to do in SQ3,
God
Q3, whatever it is. That
dang.
last little bit of performance he's able to extract from himself, from the car, when it's really all on the line, is what's so important. We've seen it out of Hamilton in the past,
He's
compared to
flying, dog.
teammates like Valtteri, like Nico back in the day. He always just had that little bit more, and Max is the exact
He's
same.
flying.
You see purple in Sector
Oh
1 there. He's
my
going to want
God.
to carry on his Grand Prix pole streak with a sprint pole here, I think.
Wants to interrupt his good friend Lando Norris, who's been the driver to beat in this format of Formula One qualifying. We're setting the grid for the sprint race.
Oh
And
my
Verstappen's
God.
first sector, 0.2 of a second better
Jesus.
than Perez.
Oh,
Bit of a swap
uh-oh.
them, bit of a fighting. The Red Bull as he rotates the car through the 16th corner. He hasn't got much of the lap left to do as he beats Perez's middle sector as well. And Perez has gone across the line. He's gone ahead of Hulkenberg. It's a 1:27.876. Verstappen on course to beat that. And we'll see what Norris can do as he makes his way round the lap as well. But Verstappen setting the benchmark. Sector 1, Sector 2. There are others behind that will respond. The checkered flag will wave in a few seconds' time.
Let's
and
see if
Verstappen
anybody-
moves to...
Let's see if anybody can go get the key. Let's see if anybody can take the crown in this qualifying, or Max gets his first on pole qualifying.
0.2 of a second clear of Sergio Perez, on board with Lando Norris, and he's 0.7 of a second back from Max Verstappen as Daniel Ricciardo goes up to third ahead of Hulkenberg. Ricciardo back on the front foot, and he will be happy with that lap time. He's 0.4 of a second away from Verstappen, but that
Well,
is
we got
the
Lando.
middle sector for Charles Leclerc, not too far away from Verstappen, the man who barely took part in practice earlier on today. Is
we
within a
got
couple of
Lando.
tenths of a second of Verstappen's time. Norris across the line on the soft tyres.
Oh,
British driver
dang.
only 6th behind the Aston Martins, behind his old teammate and behind the two
Jesus.
Red Bulls. What can Charles Leclerc do across the line? He'll take second place, and he's missed out by 1/10 of a second.
What about
His
Carlos?
teammate is going to follow him across the line. Here is Carlos Sainz. Sainz cuts the beam. He's behind Daniel Ricciardo, who really did find a brilliant lap when he needed it. Oscar Piastri trying to take the McLaren further up the order. What can he manage to do? It's good enough for 6th, but that will be that.
Not too
And
bad.
it's Max
Not too bad.
Verstappen who
Of course
has
it is.
taken sprint pole position. Smiles for Red Bull. And this is on board with Lando Norris, who finds himself down in 9th position, fighting the car. And the grip going away with the change of compounded tyre. And that was rotating the car through 11. This is a lock-up for Carlos Sainz at the final hairpin at turn 17.
Pop, 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 pop. P4. What are they?
Kick, hey, hey, hey.
Oh, yeah, man, I'm boiling. Oh, mate, I'm so pleased for you.
Yeah, wow. Awesome. Yeah. It's good.
Verstappen will be joined on the front row with Charles Leclerc, who's ahead.
Shout out Daniel Ricciardo, dog. absolutely killed Daniel. I think this is what people was expecting from Daniel this season. To qualify up there in Q3, to get in that top 10 in like at least half of the races, break through that top 10. I'm really glad to see it. I really shocked that Lance Stroll outperformed Fernando Alonso in this qualifying session. That one's actually surprising for me. Carlos is a little lower. Would expect Carlos to be anywhere from 2 to 4 out of the contestants on the screen right now. But everything looks Max Verstappen. Not surprised about that. Lando's really low for what I expect Lando. I expect Lando top 5 at least always. So starting at 9, I don't like that for Lando. But I mean, this has been a good qualifying session. I'm excited to react to the sprint race highlights. That's all we got. Make sure y'all subscribe, ring notification bell, give the video a thumbs up. It's your boy DDM out.